Good morning. It's day 65. Just got out of the tent. I've been awake for about a half hour doing chores. I had a terrible pitch. The tie downs couldn't reach far enough into the bushes, so my vestibules flapped all night. But I still slept and need another half hour, 45 minutes to get going. But yeah, pretty excited to be out here on this beautiful day, and looking forward to getting going. Good morning again, day 65. I'm on my way. It's 7:45. It's a beautiful morning. It's not too cold. I'm just trying to find the trail. And I got 46.5 miles to Scissors Crossing, which is the point where I get off trail and hitchhike to Julian. So if I do 23 miles a day, that means I'd be there in 2 days. But I don't want to show up there at 6 o'clock, 6:30 at night. So what I expect is I'll do as much as I can today, hopefully 23 or so. And then tomorrow I'll pull up short, maybe do 20 miles and be 3 miles from the road that leads into Julian. And that way I could get up early, go into Julian, get a big fat hot breakfast. Oh my gosh, I'd love that. And communicate with my trail angel who's going to pick me up and bring me to her place to clean up, shower, laundry, and all that kind of stuff. I'm so excited. So just a quick, forget about a quick update. That was it. Hey, I've been thinking about what to say about this, but yesterday I felt like the lowest ever on the trail, which is so ironic. I had 69 miles to the end of the trail and it was coming in sight, but I became over-focused on finishing instead of taking care of the day at hand. And mind you, my body's quite achy. I've lost a ton of weight. I normally wear size 33 pants at home. I got size 30s on and they won't hold up. So I think my waist is like 27, 28 at this point. I'm just beaten down. But I was thinking I needed to be done. But I still had 69 miles to go, and every step felt just painful, both physically and mostly mentally. And that wore on me for hours. I was homesick and I just wanted it to end. And I was thinking of all sorts of crazy ideas, like just stop hiking, quit. If I saw like some remote house, go to that house and ask them for a ride. And I didn't act on any of that. It took me a few hours to turn things around in my head and to realize that, as I did when I did the Appalachian Trail and other trails, over-focusing on the finish is a recipe for doom. You really have to take one day at a time and make it through that day. And once I started doing that, the weight started shifting and I felt a little lighter on my feet and a little less down. And today I feel good. But this is just a lesson I've seen on other trails, and frankly I've seen it with people who get off trail, is they just want to be done. rather than taking one day at a time. When you just want it to be done, whether you've got 2,000 miles or 69, it just becomes unbearable. So I feel good today. I'm hiking along pretty well. Trail is going to be pretty easy today. There's a lot of downhill. I don't know, maybe at some point I'm sure I'll go back uphill. But, and I'm guessing I have few of my nemesis cliff walks left, which is great. So I'm just taking it one day at a time, and that's going to lead me to completion and to a happy day and to a satisfying hike today. Quite a flat valley ahead of me. Looks uninhabited. There's even some water straight away at the far end before the hills. It's hard for me to imagine I won't be exposed to some part of it, which I will not mind. Flat is okay at this point. But we'll see what happens. Usually my predictions are off. PCT will find a way to send me up a hill. I am hiking along Agua Caliente Creek, and it's down in a deep valley. Lots of great tent sites. Look at those beautiful trees. The water is to my right, but I've crisscrossed over the stream 4 or 5 times already. So plentiful water here anyways. I'm gonna get it water at the last second, 2.5 miles further south. And rather than carry any extra weight for any amount of time, I have crisscrossed, and everyone else who's covered this trail probably 8 or 10 times already. I don't understand it. Just bring me down to the water once or twice and then put me on a path that's smooth. Every time I come off these areas, it's a freaking mess. The last one was pure beach sand for 100 yards. Oh well, I guess this is the trail. Well, I just got some water, and I'm heading into Warner Creek, where I might find some people. There's like a local resource center, and they talk about a gas station down the road where has hot dogs. I might ask someone if they'll drive me to and from the gas station if I buy them a hot dog. But my good fortune, I just came across a section hiker, the first human being I've seen in, I think, 3 days. And he gave me a Twinkie, which I just ate. I had not had a Twinkie decades, probably when I was a kid. That's like 50 years ago. But man, it was good. I ate that, and he gave me some Fig Newtons. So that's appreciated as well. So all good. And I want to Warner Springs and see if I can shake someone else down to give me a ride to the gas station and get a hot dog. Talk to you soon. This is Eagle Rock. I'm like 4 or 5 miles south of Warner Springs. It's beautiful. Formation obviously resembles a native eagle. This area was considered sacred by the Koopa Native Americans who were forcibly removed from the land around 1900. But there's another tribe in the area now, and they ask that people stay off the rocks just to preserve it and honor its sanctity. It's really quite striking. I've seen this on a number of videos, but to see it in person, it's the wingspan is 40 plus feet, maybe 50, and it goes, the left wing is probably 20 feet high. It's very interesting. stick around, but it is 3:30 and I got miles to make. It's a beautiful place and it's a beautiful area. These grasslands are really something. I expect they could really make movies out here. Of all things of Native Americans and cowboys. Well, goodbye, Eagle Rock. Hey, good evening. It's the end of day 65. I did 23 miles. I'm camped here at Barrel Springs. Did I say 23 miles? Yes, 23 miles. I've got my, looks like a Mountain House meal, but it's really not. I just used the bag and my ramen and peanut butter combo cooking. And my tent is set up. I've got to go over and finish setting things up while my food simmers. Pretty lucky. This is the first time in days that I've had a non-windy tent site. So I have a decent pitch and I also have water, and it's pretty handy. It's coming out of a pipe there. So, and it's also a bit early. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Maybe. Excuse me. And so I finished like 15 or 20 minutes earlier than expected. I had a good day. When I got to Warner Springs, I took a detour and went to the gas station. They're out of hot dogs. They had sold them out to other PCT hikers. Darn those PCT hikers. Some hours before, which none of these hikers I've ever seen. But in any case, the lady said she had 2 old sausages from yesterday, and I could try them if I wanted. I'm like, heck yeah. So I had 2 sausages and a giant Coke, none of which I'll ever eat at home. I'm poisoning myself for sure. And that kind of fueled me after consuming that to hike on. So today I felt much better than yesterday. I was really present during the day. The scenery was great. The temps and wind was under control, and I really focused on staying present and enjoying the trail, because whereas the day before I just couldn't wait for it to be done, today I'm just kind of savoring it, breathing it all in. I'm just as sore. God, my legs and feet are so sore, and my back is not good. But you know, I'm almost done. So I only have, I think, like 24 miles to Scissors Crossing in Julian. That's where I can hitch into Julian. And you know, there are some trail angels that will put me up for the night if I wanted to, but I wouldn't get there till like 6 o'clock or later. I think that's a bit unfair to ask them to pick me up, clean me, wash me, do my laundry, and et cetera, et cetera. So my current plan is to pull up short, maybe 2 or 3 miles short of Scissors Crossing, have a bit of a relaxing day, maybe like a 20 to 22 mile day, and then head straight into Julian early the next morning. Now, I am being picked up by a trail angel, Mimi, but I think what I could do is fly under the radar screen, get in there so early that I could have a greasy spoon breakfast, because I'm, you know, really hankering for such a meal. So that's the update. It's a good day, end of day 65. I will talk to you in the morning. Take care.